despite this game being the second game released and the second one chronologically, what actually makes Five Nights at Freddy's 2 the best Five Nights at Freddy's game? Hey guys, Pixel coming at you from the heavens, and today we are talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. But Jess, why are you looking at Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Why is Fnaf 2 the best game? Okay, I'm not saying that Fnaf 2 is the best game in the whole universe or in the whole franchise. I'm just expressing my opinion as to why I think it's one of the better games within the franchise. I may be biased because it is probably my favourite game, but I do have points! I promise this. Now, Fnaf 2 was the second release game within the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. It raised questions very quickly because people started arguing over the fact, was it a prequel or a sequel? Which now we know it's a prequel. Everyone knows that. If you didn't know that, watch MatPat, get educated. But that's a big thing about it. It had people talking about it. Like literally, I remember being, I think I was 12, in the schoolyard discussing with friends about this game. And it literally raised discussions in the schoolyard and on the internet because everyone was obsessed with it very quickly. This leads me to my next point. There were many lore confirmations within this game. Like, because people started theorizing when the first one was released and then just like, yep, story done. Even MatPat admitted that. He's just like, look, that's it, cool. It's based on this story, based on these 5 dead kids and whatever, these people who died at a Chuck E. Cheese or whatever it was. And Scott's like, lol. No, it literally gobsmacked everyone with a lot of lore drops. The biggest one being the children were murdered and got shoved into animatronic suits. Now, we kind of had a taste of that in the first game, but nothing was confirmed that it was actually children. I think this one, I think it's slightly more confirmed. We have the puppet. The puppet is a new character that just was shoved in there. Like, I can understand, you know, with the toy animatronics compared to the withered ones. Like, I mean, like, that makes sense because they're, like, new and improved old ones, you know, kind of thing. Probably lighter, heavier, whatever, you know, technology changing. But then there's, like, Balloon Boy, there's the puppet, you know, there's all these new characters. And I'm like, bro, where did they come from? But yeah, the first murder, purple guy, phone guy dropping issues from the previous location, which was now confirmed as Five Nights at Freddy's 4, apparently. Which, yeah, apparently FNAF 4 happened before FNAF 2. But yeah, literally the phone guy mentions that 5 kids went missing. A kid got his frontal lobe bitten off for some reason. Like, what? Like, just casually just throwing it out there. Like, literally just like, hello? Hello, hello. Oh, hi. Welcome to your new summer job at the Freddy Fazbear Pizza. Yay! Don't worry about what happened to the last location. It kind of just rotted away, you know, after, you know, the 5 kids went missing and the kid kind of got his frontal lobe bitten off. I don't know why that happened. But again, don't worry about it. But since some of the animatronics have like a funny smell, it's just kind of low-key, just, you know, not been that. You know, hello? Still there? But yeah, it literally mentions that the withered animatronics were getting fixed for a future location. As we all know, this location ends up being locked down due to the investigation undertaken in the pizzeria. And the reality that was Mr. Afton killed some kids and just legged it. Bro just fully legged it. That's why the day shift became available, because Mr. Afton was the one that was on the day shift. So now we are on the day shift. Thank you, Afton. Okay, now let's talk about the final call that is made on night 6. Night 6 is when a security guard is asked to, you know, ask, why are you still here? Like, did you not hear about everything that happened? You know, just finish the shift, keep an eye on animatronics, and just, you know, make sure you're there for the day shift the next day. With the quote literally was, someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Now none of them are acting right. Thank you for that wise quote, phone guy. You win the Nobel Prize. For playing night 1 to night 5, night 6 and night 7 custom nights, to the mini games. I love the mini games. The mini games are always so much fun. This game just contains so much content that I just loved, and it keeps you involved in it, and it just, you know, it contains so much lore. And I'm also recording this. I've written out a script, and I just said I physically cannot let Golden Freddy mode defeat me. Trust me, I'm still trying to defeat it on Twitch. You should watch it sometime. But now I have defeated it. I'm gonna post this after my Golden Freddy video, so I will link it up here. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about was the gameplay. When the game was first released, it was quickly noticed that there were no doors. You literally are relying on purely on a torch and probably a very sticky Freddy Fazbear mask, which, you know, questionably Freddy also gets a little bit fooled by.
Pretty sure that's Freddy.
Now, the torch, as we all know, is used to light up areas, you know. Who would have guessed, Jess? I don't know. Not me. I don't know. And the mask is used to, like, mess up with the animatronics, like, facial recognition systems. You know, just to make them think that you are one of them, which, fair enough. If it works, it works. I'm not going to argue with that. The only problem with the mask is that it doesn't work on Foxy. So, you have to flash him with your flashlight, you filthy animals. But yeah, you gotta flash him until his eyeballs burn, and then he will leave you alone for a little bit. So the final one was the puppet. You gotta wind up the puppet. The damn puppet. I don't know why that's a thing. In reality, that shouldn't be a thing, but for some reason Scott's just like, let's just put in a little winder so you can keep the puppet wound up or it's gonna come and get you. That's so unfair, Scott! Now, it's only on night 1 you only get a taste of it. So you only get the toy animatronics, you know, that kind of come after you. But 2 onwards, it's all hands on deck, mate. You're screwed. You're screwed by all of them. They all hate you then, at that point, and the older ones have woken up. But I remember the first time I revisited night 2 on stream, I was too busy ignoring the phone guy, and I just kept dying. I was just dying, and that was purely because I was ignoring the phone guy's valuable information. Obviously, the nights continue to get harder and harder. Reaction times need to be faster. The accomplishment I felt when I defeated Night 5 and the devastation knowing that I never actually had the right stream screen showing, so no one saw me defeating Night 5. I ended up restarting the whole game and defeating it again. So technically, I defeated Night 5 twice. No, not to flex or anything. Night 6 and the custom night, Night 7, were obviously expected after the first game, so they're still present and they're still reasonably hard. Night 6 and the custom levels were obviously incredibly challenging, but it was the challenge that brought me back wanting to play it even more. And also one of the main reasons for this was to get the items on the desk, which now I've got every single item, so now I can flex my desk. But yeah, I'll have to admit, after playing Golden Freddy mode over 250 times, I have decided that Toy Bonnie is literally just as annoying as Balloon Boy. Cause man, just leave me alone! Like, every damn time you take your time to get out the vent, walk out in front of me, and then go off somewhere else, to the point where the puppet's already been like, you know, oh, I'm gonna come out and play now, ha ha ha, you know, kind of thing. It's just like, screw you, Bonnie. Actually, don't, because I don't want you to come and kill me in my sleep. The animatronics that mainly just ended my game was either the puppet, Golden Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Balloon Boy, and Foxy. They were pretty much the only ones. Towards the end, it was slowly starting to be Toy Chica. That's because I was relying on a very different, like, tactics and all that sort of stuff. Okay, now let's just rate this game. I personally rate this game 7 out of 8 slices of pizza. Yes, I am rating in pizza slices. This is like my first review of the year because I know this is something I've been wanting to do. One slice is gone purely because of how long and tedious Golden Freddy mode was. Like, even though I would spend days, you know, just trying to get through it, and sometimes I'll make it to 4 or 5 a.m. and I'll just be like defeated by the dumbest thing like Balloon Boy, Foxy, Puppet, Toy Bonnie, so on. But sometimes it would literally be instant because you didn't put the mask down long enough for Golden Freddy to go away, which I thought it was always like a quick flick, but sometimes if he's down the hallway, you gotta put on a bit longer because he doesn't like it if you just flick it. You just don't like it. But overall, I actually really enjoyed this game, and it's such an amazing game. that literally anyone who's into like horror or a game with good lore could get into. I recommend any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games if you're into lore or anything like that. As we know, Five Nights at Freddy's has a really massive like theorization and lore behind it. I'm just excited to get the movie on DVD so I can look at the extras and analyze the crap out of that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's 2 down below. I appreciate you guys watching this. If you guys liked this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you liked it that much, make sure you subscribe, and when you hit the subscribe button, make sure you tickle the notification bell. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Pizza Lord signing off.